and welcome to my mini news reports. In a century, the world calls for giant drones, subaquatic cities, and no sick days. It's practically impossible to predict what the world will look like in 100 years, but that's never stopped us from trying. A new report authored by scientists, architects, and urbanists in the UK has tried to paint a picture of Western human society in the year 2116, a picture that includes underwater bubble cities, origami furniture, and no more sick days. From giant skyscrapers to giant drones, according to the SmartThings Future Living Report, the next 100 years will be big. As the global population continues to balloon and cities become more crowded, buildings will climb to very high heights. Carbon nanotubes and diamond nanothreads will help us create lowering megastructures that will dwarf today's skyscrapers, the report claims. This report claims. Not only will be built up, we'll also build down. Buildings dug 25 stories below the ground will be considered normal in a century's time. More remarkably, underwater bubble cities containing glass in giant glass spheres could reside below the surface of the ocean. Space scientist Maggie Adarin Pocock, sorry if I didn't pronounce that right, who co-authored the report, said, "We are likely to see the emergence of towering megastructures as well as subaquatic cities and transportation via advanced flying drones, some of which could be strong enough to transport entire houses on holiday." Drone technology has become a favorite for governments and consumers alike in recent years, and it sounds like they're only going to get bigger. So big, in fact, that the report suggests enormous drones will be strong enough to carry entire homes around the world when the wealthy among us fancy a holiday. The rest of us will have to settle for our own personal drone, which will replace cars as the common mode of transport. We've heard it before, but the standard number of weekly working hours could be reduced considerably in the future. According to the report, we will conduct a greater amount of business from remote locations by attending meetings via a personal hologram, opening the door for a potential 3-day working week. But given that renowned economist John Maynard Keynes, sorry if I didn't pronounce that name right, famously predicted in 1930 that advancements in technology will lead to a 15-hour working week. Don't hold your breath on the 3-day prediction. Regardless of how many days we work, Australia's penchant for chucking a sickie could become a thing of the past due to health diagnosis pods that will be fitted as a standard feature in homes. These metapods will provide a digital diagnosis and supply medicine or a remote surgeon if needed. On the upside, quick detection of illness and disease. On the downside, no more lying to the boss. The report, which basically extrapolates current forms of technology, also carves out a large place for 3D printing technologies in the future, including our culinary needs. Well, 4 of them. We will be downloading dishes from famous chefs that we will tailor to our personal needs. We will be able to 3D print a banquet or a favorite cake in minutes, says. That's right, actually, cooking food will be considered retro. Far less surprising is the claim that a majority of our furniture will be produced by 3D printing, including origami furniture that will easily fold away. The report was commissioned by SmartThings, a California-based tech company owned by Samsung, and also says the much-anticipated colonization of space will be well and truly underway by 2116. Given the rate of technological change, predicting how the future will turn out in 100 years' time is a fool's errand, and plenty of our past attempts have missed the mark. For instance, pre-1970s science fiction failed to predict the invention of the Internet, something which has brought about a fundamental and lasting change to society. Our lives today are almost unrecognizable from those a century ago. The Internet has revolutionized the way we communicate, learn, and control our lives, report co-author Dr. Adarin Pocock said. It's like the years 2116 will also prove unrecognizable to those of us alive today. But in the meantime, it's still fun to guess